name is Paul Wolliver. The name of my company is Pinellas Power Products. And this is the remote fuel tank to extend the runtime on the Yamaha EF6300iSDE or the Yamaha EF4500iSDE. What this does is allows you to hook a remote fuel tank to the generator. This system does have its own fuel pump so that the fuel tank does not have to be placed at a position higher than the generator. It is not a gravity run system. Operation is quite simple. The kit comes with a fuel hose with quick disconnect fittings at both ends of them, a prime bulb with an arrow. You hook it up so that the arrow on the prime bulb is pointed in the direction of fuel flow, which means from the fuel tank to the generator. First step is to hook one of the quick disconnect fittings to the fuel tank. Hook the other quick disconnect fitting to the generator. Make sure that the vent on the fuel tank is in the open position. If the generator has not been run in a long period of time, or if the fuel hose has just been replaced, or the fuel filter has just been serviced, or if for any reason all the fuel hoses are drained of fuel and are full of air, you would move the fuel selector valve to the on position. This is going to allow all the air that is in this hose and in any other hoses to be pushed through by the fuel that's being pulled out of this tank. It'll push the air bubble through into the stock tank where it will be released through the stock fuel vent. So we would pump the prime bulb until it feels firm again. And once it feels firm, we'd move the fuel selector valve to the off position. And then we'd find out where we left the key. With the fuel selector valve in the off position, we'd be running off the remote tank. If we wanted to run it off a stock tank, you move the fuel selector valve to the on position. Since we're going to be running it off of the remote tank, move the fuel selector valve to the off position and make sure that the economy mode switch is in the standard run mode. And then simply start according to the owner's manual, which on this generator means turn the key. Once you've started the generator and it's running, you can go ahead and flip it to the economy mode. At that point, it's a whole lot quieter. It's really quite straightforward and simple. Like I stated earlier, this is not a gravity feed system. This system has a fuel pump in it, so that it does not have to have the fuel tank placed in the position above the generator, as you can clearly see from the fact that it ran here. That should just about do it.